Everybody, welcome to Evolution to Recovery's podcast. Before we even get started, to get it out of the way, I appreciate everybody subscribing. Please, if you know anybody, tell them to subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. Ring the bell. Hit the like. Today we got Sammy Abbruzzese right here, and
How you doing?
Sammy's a good dude. I know Sammy, recovery guy, family man, stuff like that. I'm gonna let him tell his story, and we're gonna get to the nitty gritty with all that stuff like that. I just want to say though that it's been going good. I think. I mean, this is our third episode. Welcome to episode 3, and we got some subscribers, dude. We got views. It's going good. And if it was going less, it don't matter, because the purpose of this whole entire podcast is people talk about people strung out. There are people out there that laugh at people for being messed up. Like downput people, homeless people, like people that look a little crazy. We never know the back line of their story. So, the thing that I'm trying to make aware of is, obviously Sammy's in recovery. I'm in recovery myself. I'm coming up January. If I'm alive, I have 12 years sober. People can change. People can change their whole life around. It ain't all about people just being messed up. It's about people that were messed up, dude, completely changing around. So anyway, today we have, look at it. Look, he got the chains out in Little Italy. We got Sammy here. And Sam, so what's up, dude?
What's up, Rob?
Say hi to the people.
Hey, how you doing? I just want to thank Rob for having me out here, and Johnny, to talk about my story. You dropped Little Italy. It's my friend's pizza shop, 9th and South. Hit it up.
And I take it you're Italian, right? You're Italian?
Yeah, I'm Italian. Only the good half. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Both halves. Italian and Irish kid.
Good.
A few other things, but mainly them two. I was born in South Philly.
Okay.
I'm coming up on, in June, I'll have 5 years of continuous sobriety. And I thought I couldn't get a couple minutes at some points in my life. And things are a lot different than they were now. I'm a family man. I own and operate an electrical contracting business. And also I have some help in the recovery community with a few sober living homes, structured living like you.
Yeah.
And that's going well too. And, things are a lot different than they were 5 years ago, because we start changing, make change.
All right. And that's episode 3. Everybody have a good day. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I just
But
what would you like to know?
No, nothing really. I mean, really, what it is really is this is like right away I asked you, and I'm like, yo, Sam, you think you could be on the podcast or whatever like that? And you were like, right away you said yeah, and then you double back. You're like, wait, hold up a second though, like. I get a little there, whatever. But the thing is, though, right now, though, we're just here. It's only me and John. Say hi to the people. They can't see, but.
Nah, man, I was excited when you asked me, and I'm excited for you. I like to see people doing new things and trying and getting this message out here that we can change. And I definitely got a little nervous because I've never been on a camera before, and that's to be expected. But they told us we show up even when we don't. You know what I mean? A good group of men, just like your home group's where my home group was, and through listening to them guys that were family men and sober, my life started to change because I never wanted to listen to nobody.
Well, I want to let you know that I value you. That's why I asked you, though. So I look at you like you're a sober dude that does good for his family and stuff like that. And also, so I asked you. So I'm just as happy as you saying yes, because without people like you that are doing good, that are willing to come on, then we don't have no thing that we can show people. Like, this ain't for me to show that I'm doing good, because I already said, like, every episode I'm going to keep talking. They know that but it's good to see
4 years ago, like, I got out of detox and I ended up in a meeting, and you remember my hair was down here and I was wearing the flip flops, and
he looked like he was
like a bag of shit.
Well, I thought beach kid. He thought a bag of shit. Listen, I thought the guy looked like he was ready to go hit a couple waves. You know what I mean?
But I had no money, no nothing, and I needed a place to live. You offered that solution, and that helped me get another day. And I always want to show people that, like, no matter what we go through as drug addicts and alcoholics, there's a flip side. I know plenty of dudes that are doing the right thing, that have been through hardships, that have been incarcerated, that have been to multiple detoxes, that couldn't draw a sober breath, and now lives are different, just like you. And to me and guys we know, you hear too much about like footage of how bad it was, but there's a flip side to that, and you're right. And coming through it and getting on to the other side is where that miracle happens. Sometimes I can wake up and I can't believe that I'm still sober. But then, I got to thank the man upstairs for making it all happen and putting action behind it. And it all starts with that little bit of change and being willing, that's what they told me, and that's
you
what
believe
I
in a
continue to
higher
do.
power.
Yeah, I believe in God.
Do you?
Yeah, I like to call them God.
That's all right.
Call them whatever they want.
You could call. Hey, listen, that's
Dude,
it.
I'm down with whatever type of sobriety.
Yeah,
Like,
but what do you believe in, though? I'm saying,
I
like,
believe in.
you believe in.
I believe in God. Yeah, and
All right, yeah, that's fine enough. Yeah, you got to
the good and the bad. You know,
Yeah.
I'm Catholic.
You grew up
I grew
Catholic?
up Catholic. Yeah, it's just then I didn't revert back to it. He was there through thick and thin with me, and I'm from St. Nicholas Parish in South Philadelphia, 9th of Morris.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in. I'm trying to instill that in my daughter's lives today.
Yeah. Now, why is that though? Now I'm going to get.
Well, because I believe that it's helped me, and it makes me a better person believing in anything, any type of.
Do you believe in like structure in a household and at least teaching kids morals and values and and religion? At least believing in something until they make their own choice to believe
Absolutely,
in it?
that's what I mean. I mean, if my daughter turned around when she's a little older, 17, 18, 20 years old, and said she wanted to believe in something else that would make her a better woman, I'm for that. It don't have to be, but I think a solid foundation in something is going to help her become a better person. She's only 5 right now too. She's great. They run around. My daughters, they're hysterical. They're my favorite. That's my favorite time of the day. And other than being at work and helping people, that's how I get through my days. But Friday nights, movie night and popcorn, Disney
shout
movie.
Out to your wife, dude.
Shout out! I can't be here without her. She holds it down in the front. My wife Sarah, she's awesome. I couldn't be half the man I am today without her, and that's a fact. And through thick and thin, she's been there.
Okay.
And she holds it down. Like, now, I couldn't even operate my business. People don't even know her through my electrical business, but like she's the emailer, she's the bookkeeping, she's keeping me on track. She's making it all happen, and she handles all that back end stuff that I can't while I'm in the field.
It's just like Rachel and me.
Dude, you need a partner, bro. Rachel's awesome for you. Makes you a better man.
Yeah.
And
definitely,
it takes 2. You can't do it without 2. I mean, it takes an army. And
good
people other than that around you.
With my thing, it takes a whole village. Dude.
I couldn't even believe it. 5 years ago, bro. Like, I'm not a homeless guy. I don't claim to be a homeless guy, but I was homeless for a month. I'm more of a house cat than an alley cat. I'll be honest, during my addiction. And definitely a house cat. But
you're a sharp-looking house cat. You're like one of them fucking cartoon house
That's what they would say. I would show up, I have 6 days sober, and I got a pair of J's on and a polo tee, but then I would be all right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I always tried to keep it that way. But now I know every song to every Disney movie because of my daughters. Like, I'm a different dude. I can sing them all, and it's awesome. I'm not going to do that. No renditions today.
You don't want to sing one?
No, not one.
Like a half of one? Like, fuck it. Like a hook line. Give us a hook line. Come on.
A hook line? What, Let It Go?
Where?
Frozen?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, we're not doing that. Not for that. Maybe next week.
Have
you on episode 10.
If I had him on this motherfucker,
I need a beat in the background. I can't go out.
The guy behind the camera is a fucking musician. He'll give you the beat, the Frozen, and fucking like the Lady and the Tramp fucking mix. He'll give you a remix, bro. He'll fuck your head off.
It's a beautiful thing, man, dude. They're awesome. And now Scarlett's getting older, and you can get to watch their bond and be there for them. That's where.
Now you just got married, right?
I did just get married. Yeah.
Beautiful wedding.
It was fun. It definitely was a good time. The weddings are good, man. They get everyone.
Yeah, but you had a wedding to
celebrate.
You didn't drink. You didn't drink. Of course, you don't do drugs, obviously. But
I knew the caterer and the maitre d'. She had the apple cider in my champagne toast.
Yeah.
And I never had more fun. I'm waiting for the pictures to come back and the videos. From the wedding.
Well, I think it's cool because of this, though, because like the respect value and the thought process that goes into making sure everybody else is comfortable at a wedding like that, like in sobriety period. And then like where people can drink, and then everybody knows though, like they don't he don't drink. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then your wife respecting the fact, obviously, that you don't, because a lot of people I heard they'll have their wedding, then they get to the honeymoon, and they're at the resort, and then they get that thought.
The thought, like,
and they're
that could be nice.
No, in relapse.
Yeah.
Imagine coming back fucking from that. Like you go, you get married and everything.
Oh my God.
Get to the fucking resort or wherever you go in the world. You're there with your wife, and then you think you can drink, and you drink. Imagine coming to fuck home with that on your back, boy. You destroy everything.
And that happens. You hear that a lot.
You'll be divorced a month later.
Absolutely, dude. I know for a fact. I put one in me. My whole life changes every time. That's been my known fact and my track record my whole life, and that's for me to know. And I have to know that to my core, and then that's where the change starts. And I can't do one, get through a day sober.
A lot of people do know that though about you because you help a lot of people. So you do sponsor people, and
I do sponsor people. I don't sponsor like a ton of people. For me, it's a more intimate thing, but You know, on one sponsee, he's got over a year sober now. I got another one that has like 3 months. The one that has over a year, same type of thing. Was incarcerated, ended up in a fair program, and now he just finished school. He's got a CDL license. He's got over a year. That's about helping people. Changing lives, helping people, man.
People changing lives.
Nothing special though. Like someone did that shit for me.
Yeah.
You know, and I got my guys in my house. I got a small group of guys, maybe 5 of them that are still in my home. Have over a year sober now, and their family members. They can see their nieces and nephews.
What's the name of your sober living?
It's the Recovery House, South Philadelphia.
Okay.
And
it's called the Recovery House.
Yeah, okay. It's called the Recovery House, South Philadelphia. That's like the full legal name, you know, to have the thing. But
you have a story behind both houses. You have.
Yeah, both houses have like nicknames, and they're in honor of two gentlemen, 2 guys from the neighborhood that you know suffer from this.
And you
addiction.
do that for their family to let them know that you like there's something out there helping
Absolutely,
people.
And I have
in the name of their
relations like only their mothers know. Like, and I talked to both of them. It's the Sunny House, and I talked to Jackie about that. And I still see her from time to time. She'll call me, text back and forth, talk on Facebook. And then I have the Lorenzo House is up at 30th Street, and that's my buddy Lorenzo's mother's Kim, and she knows about that. I do stuff with, and I see them, talk to them. She talks to my mother. Stuff like that. But to show that there is hope, that we can change, and to be staying sober. People say it's like a location. You got to go here. You got to go there. No. Like if you're from a place, you can get sober anywhere.
Yeah.
Like right in my own neighborhood,
you can't run from yourself.
Showing people that it's okay, and you can get past that and get through that hurdle right here, right now. You know.
The
hope's out there.
You can't get you cannot get away from your own brain. It's what you have 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
you're the only person around yourself 24 hours a day. Think of that. So people try. They say like people try to run this, that. You ain't going nowhere. You're going one day, no matter what. We have to figure it out. Like, okay, dude, I got to do this where I'm at. Like, we can't change scenery. We can't. Nothing's going to. And we're alcoholics and addicts. So pretty much, in a sense, like. Our brain attacks us. So we got to learn how to live with ourselves and realize that it is drinking and drugs that are making us all messed up looking and lose everything and everybody mad at us. But this is the fucking that changes when you get sober and you realize, oh shit, it's me, and I got to change all these. That's a lifelong journey.
Absolutely.
So for real,
it starts with that structure that we instill in the guys in the houses. Like for me, I had. The rules at your house, and then I end up leaving, but I was in another structured house, and going to them, whatever program works for you, we had to go to AA meetings, and making it to the pillow sober. No matter if you fucked up throughout the whole day, like just as long as you didn't pick up, you're worth it, because you feel like shit. You got that low self-esteem, you got that monkey in your head that's telling you you're a piece of shit, and it's fucking with you. And then that's when that higher power kicks in, even when you're by yourself, and making it to the pillow and letting them know that it's all right. My father-in-law, he was a big part of it. He's got like 30 years sober, and the first 10.
How much time you got now?
Coming up on 5 years in July. That's another story too. It's insane. I can't believe it sometimes. I did everything wrong in the first couple months, and the only thing I did right was stay sober.
Well, real quick, I wanted to ask you real quick, right? Because now, because you're actually, to tell you the truth, for being nervous, I hope everybody realizes, for somebody to even get on camera or even talk in a AA meeting or talk anywhere, you know what I mean? Like that, for knowing people are going to say it, because nobody's here. It's comfortable, but the thing is, it's going to be out, but you're doing good, dude. So all that, we worry about everything, and then when it comes
we make a small thing into a mountain.
Well, in alcohol, I noticed this about alcoholics and addicts is we make a big deal about shit because we get nervous, we get feared up about anything. It don't matter. But then once we get into it, dude, we fucking excel and fucking move fast and get shit done.
Yeah.
And you're doing good. But for real, you are, though. You're doing good. And
I quit 4 jobs in my first 3 or 4 months. The housemates were going nuts. Really, you're gonna be able to pay rent. You're gonna be able to do this. I was like, fuck it. No, I mean, I'll figure it out. And I made them rent.
As soon as you walk in the house, dude, they're standing at the door. They're like, "Yo, man, you got your rent? What's up?"
I know. Yeah, that's how it goes. But
talking about me. No, I'm just kidding.
No. That's how it goes, though. It's funny. But I quit a few jobs, and then I was like, I got a couple months sober. I'm on a top bunk for sober house with 2 Newports and a book. And I'm like, I'm gonna start a contracting business.
And
I'm like, I've been doing this
the
for
book was a James Patterson book.
It was half ripped out. I found it in the drawer that no one looked
yeah,
at. I was searching for stuff to fucking utilize because I
He's
had
like, dude,
nothing.
I'm walking around with this. They told me to read. I didn't know.
Wait, the guys in the house thought I was crazy. They're like, you're going to start a business. I was like, I don't fucking know, but I'm going to figure it out. You know what I mean?
I love it. Yeah.
That's just how it happened. And I went back to school for it. I had been an electrician.
Like you were an electrician though before you got sober though.
Yeah, I went through high school, Philadelphia Electric, right?
Yeah.
Went from St. Nick's Parish Catholic School, then I went to PET. Yeah. And each year they give you a class on electric, and then your senior year you get a co-op program. And I got it. I was one of 2 kids that out of the 600 in that class that got it with Local 98. Yeah. And I did that. I got the co-op program at Local 98. I got into the union. And
out of 600 kids, two
of us, me and this kid Guck, we were the 2 in our class that got the co-op program. I met some people. When I got out of high school, I got it right in the 98. And I started my path on electric. That was about 2008. I started working in the field.
Real quick though, I want to ask you this too: is how many people? So the crazy shit is everybody like usually is out there and they go to they'll find a job, they'll go to work, and they work there, and then they get a better job and stuff like that, and they have kids or whatever they have, and they want to save for like college for their kids, or they got car payments, house payments, they order food on the weekends, they go places, vacation every year, stuff like that, which is fine, you know what I mean, for people, whatever. But like when you were doing what you're doing, I know you had to hear this when you were like, yo, I'm going to start my own electric business. And then you got licensed, right?
Yeah, I'm fully licensed.
Fully licensed and insured, everything.
Master's license with the state of PA.
Abbruzzese Electric. I'm going to say it because the guy, he busted his ass to get where he's at. But
thank you.
You know what I mean? So you're licensed. How many people were like, oh, man, it's going to be tough. Oh, man.
Everyone. Half the local ain't licensed.
No, well, I'm saying even like.
Yo, I failed the first 2 times, but I kept going.
Well, I'm saying is one of the hardest for you to start your business, though.
Oh yeah, people thought I was crazy. Yeah, they're like, "You just got sober. What are you talking about?"
And when you started your recovery, I said, "What did they say?" Oh man, it's going to be hard. It's going to be this and that.
Yeah,
right.
You just got some naysayers doing everything, and people. I think sometimes you got to be rooting for people.
But I'm saying I laugh. Yeah, that's why though.
But some people don't think like me and you.
But some people's fear is so strong that, like, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, "Yo, I'm trying to get a Mercedes Benz." I thought Mercedes Benz was cool. I'm a young kid. I'm listening.
I was a Cadillac guy.
I'm listening to Biggie Smalls. I bet you were. Here with these Italians.
Cadillac and beach chairs.
But I'm listening to Biggie Smalls and all this shit. That's the era I grew up in. And I'm like, I want to get a Mercedes Benz. And the fucking 5 kids I was with were like, right. Yeah, right. What? And I've been told, like, yo, you'll be dead before you're 18. You'll never do nothing with your life. You're a loser. Like, I'm talking about from teachers in school. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And then even family members, like, that were alive, that ain't alive no more because of drugs and alcohol in my life. You know what I'm saying? But people doubt you. And people, when you talk to people are so feared up about life because they're so used to the way, go to work, go for somebody else, that when you bring something up, like, oh no, man, it's a lot of, you got to pay. It's going to be hard. You got to pay for material. Like,
and you know what happens. You're right. I mean, they're kind of right too, because it is hard, but you have to, right? You have to want to be, you have to want to do it.
Stuff where you're like, oh man, I'm going to do this now. I don't know. Like, did you?
Yeah, I mean, I still sometimes, especially in year 4, you hear a lot of businesses, they fold because of that stuff, because of that fear, because you have to do this right, but if you go at it every day and that's your vision, that separates it. Like, some people start businesses and they fold and they go right back to the 9-to-5 grind. Yeah. But I didn't want that, and I still don't want that. And sometimes, because you have to pay for health benefits out of pocket, you got to do this. But as long as you're putting the right tools in place and to make that happen, you have to have a solid foundation and a plan of action. And I love it. I wouldn't like it any other way, because it's that freedom that, like, tomorrow, if I don't want to go somewhere, I don't go. I don't go. Yeah. And I get to help other people in sobriety, in life, in anything, like teach other people electric. I had my cousin right out of high school. That's been a blessing. He's a 19-year-old kid. He graduated Ryan 2 years ago. He's been with me since the day. You know how they do at the graduations? They're like, oh, this one's going to Harvard. This one's going here. They said Christian Conover, Abbruzzese Electric.
Really?
He started the next day. Yo, he can watch. He knows everything. He knows more than some. I don't want to discredit union guys. I love union guys, and I'm pro-union. But he knows a lot for being a 19-year-old kid about electricity, and he puts in the hard work, and he's been learning. I had a few other guys that worked for me that went off and started their own businesses. Liddy City Electric. You got my buddy Tommy and Richie. They both worked for me for a while. And I'm going to be honest, when Richie left, I was kind of a little butthurt. I was definitely mad. Yeah. I was like,
it gets like that.
You know? But then I had to look at it. Yo, he has a family. At the time, I had a kid coming. He had another one coming. We both had one before. We both have 2 kids now. He's trying to provide. And he had the same dream I had. And that was like the first couple weeks to a month. But I had to look at it from a different view. He's got bills to pay for. He's got a family to provide for. He's also in sobriety. And Tommy, and they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
And they're thriving. And they're family members. And they're productive. They're sons. They're productive fathers, husbands. And
Tommy's
that's where
your
the
cousin,
change.
right?
Nah, we just known each other since high school. He's another PET alumni guy.
Shout out there. Tommy's my buddy. Ain't
Tommy's
it?
the man. Yeah,
Tommy walking.
Tommy and Richie at Liddy City Electric.
Yeah, you got to
say
it again.
Tommy's dynamite.
Say it again. Say it here. I was interrupting you.
What, Liddy City?
Yeah, Liddy City.
Shout out to Liddy City Electric.
City.
Look them up. They'll do it all.
Liddy
and they
City.
do property maintenance. They've been doing bathrooms as well, decks. They do home renovations. They're out there. They're killing it.
I got crushed on a drill rig. People know this story. I can't walk. So I'm falling. I'm collapsing and all.
How long ago was this?
Oh, fucking, I don't know, 6 years ago, whatever. So I can't walk. I'm like getting like, it's like I'm going to therapy. I'm like, I'm banged up, bro. No painkillers, no nothing. They're telling me I might not ever be able to walk.
How long did you have sober when this happened?
Well, if it was like 6 years, 6 and 8, whatever, 7 years ago, I forget exactly how long ago it was, but whatever, before, 5 years. So whatever.
Yeah.
So I can't walk. Anyway, long story short, dude, they're telling me you might never walk again. So now when I'm going to my car, though, because I'm driving still, I'm able to. But after driving for a while, I would be like, I couldn't get out of the car. It was
it's a pain in the ass.
anyway,
You had the boot on?
No. My whole right side, bro, is like fucked up. So I had to go to therapy. And because I wasn't taking painkillers, it wasn't masking the pain for them to stretch me and shit. So everything hurt 10 times more. So
I can only imagine.
Short, dude, I'm walking. I hit Front Street. Now, mind you, from 2nd Street to Front Street, it would take me a half an hour to get. 1 block, bro. That's how slow, one little baby step at a time. No bullshit. Tommy drives by me and he goes, the motherfucker could have said, yo, you need a ride home.
Bro, that's
he drove by me. He comes back. He's like, he sees me at me. He goes, yo, I seen you. I said, yeah, bro, you think you would have asked me for a fucking ride? You couldn't see that I was limping. He started cracking up. He said, I didn't know. He's a good kid, though.
They're the best. They're the best, them guys.
He owns his own company.
Yeah. We talk all the time. We're in a group chat about electricity, about life, about family, about being things. We do things. They were both at my wedding. We go down the shore with the kids, take them on the rides, have a ball, just, doing what people do. Yeah.
And now I walk, I'm fine. But I have back pain a little bit and shit from time that whatever. But what I'm saying is I believe in a higher power too, whatever that higher power is. And the fact of the matter is dude, nobody can tell you shit. Now, nobody ever knows. I mean, like, of course, obviously shit happens. People can't walk. But what I'm saying is I am walking. I did go back to the union. I was working. I did build stuff. And what you were saying something that was very valuable that I heard for me, and I hope for the people, is that you said you need a foundation. And what I know another person that owns companies all over the world, right? They have like different parts where they have, and they said that you got to run your business like recovery, like start with a foundation and then live by principles, morals, and have, and trust and all that shit like that. And
that's all that's how I do it. And
you are that dude though. I'm just letting you know. So like
you have to stand by your word, especially, and that's how you get more work. You do what you say you're going to do. You're good to your clients, and your clients become friends. I just did a basement. They just had a baby too during it, but they wanted to add another space to their home, add value to it, and another family space to entertain. Yeah. They got the tree down there. We did all new floors, walls, and they're happy. And I still talking to them. We sent me pictures of the baby, and my clients become friends a lot. And that's all by just showing up, being honest, giving fair pricing, and doing what you got to do. But the recovery aspect plays into that, because a lot of dudes out there, a lot of contractors out there beating people, or doing shoddy work. And you can't be like that. That's when them ones fall off.
No,
you got to do the right thing.
You're a reputable dude, and I'm not just saying that. I would tell you, like, I really don't know how your work is, but it sounds like it's good. I'm telling you, I know that you're a good worker.
Yo, I'm surprised sometimes people give me keys to their homes anymore. Like, that still hits me in the back of the head. Like, because no one will give me. Dude, my father took my key away. I still don't have a key to my father's house. He took that thing away like 10, 15 years ago.
Fuck that, dude. Nah. He'd be like,
but they do.
I'll be back.
And you know what? That's another blessing of recovery and showing and change. And that's another thing. My old man during COVID, he was line cook my whole life. Now he works with me.
Yeah.
And
it's your father. Your father.
My father works for me. Yeah, imagine that.
He's the boss.
Well, it's my company, but he still tells me what to do.
And you're the licensed electrician. He's telling you.
Yeah. He's like, no, I don't want to do that today. I'll do this over here. But it's good though. He gets to pick his schedule. It gives him some freedom, right? And I get to have coffee with my old man. And I've had through my recovery and addiction.
He's happy for you.
I put him through the ringer.
I'm saying, but he's happy for you now.
Oh, absolutely.
He's happy to work for his son.
Yeah, he's calling me right now.
Is he?
Yeah. He's waiting for me. I got to go see him after this.
So growing up, dude, like how was life for you in school though? Were you a good student and shit like that? Like
surprisingly, yes. Like I don't have the story that I was a terrible student. That's not my story at all. Like I had fairly good grades. Yeah. I went to St. Nick's, and I told you in high school PET.
Like, I mean, like, how was your household though? Like, not like, I mean, I'm not trying to tell you to bury your family if it was bad on camera, but like, I mean, was it a good household?
I grew up in that neighborhood. It was a good household. My father, he worked a lot. I was actually just talking to my cousin about like growing up and like laughing because now we're in that boat of like things we did. Now, like, after this, I got a 3-year-old birthday party. It's like a birthday party and a christening every weekend, especially. And then there's Christmas. We got all the light shows, etc. But it's all fun and the kids love it. Me growing up, we didn't go to all that stuff. It was a lot different. We had things.
So you're a family man now. You enjoy doing things with your family.
When I was a kid, we grew up. I had 2 older brothers. My one brother is a professional boxer. He lives in Chicago. I still talk to him on a daily basis.
You said he's a what?
He was a professional boxer.
Really?
Yeah, he was a fighter. Shit. And now he's retired and he does plumbing work.
What's his name?
Anthony Abbruzzese.
I didn't know that.
And he was a pro fighter. He trains pros, amateurs, kids.
I'm learning shit about you myself.
My nephew's in Power Gloves. It's a tournament for like amateur children for boxing. Yeah. And then my oldest brother, he's a chef over in New York. He works in Manhattan, and they're both were successful in their dreams. They both followed their dreams.
All 3 are successful right now.
Yeah, I was like the not so successful one for a while there.
Yeah.
But I live close to my mother and father. I still see them. We grew up over there. It was just my mom ran the house with an iron fist. She was a good mother. My clothes, I had pleats.
If you were in my uniform bad, would she beat the shit out of you?
Nah, I wouldn't say she wasn't like abusive, but I got a
cracker.
Abusive. Oh yeah, I got a cracker too, ma.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was entitled to that. My mom was great. Listen, I come home from school, the school clothes came off. In the regular schools, do your homework, and then after homework, then I could play.
Though after school, like after
I had to do homework first. Homework was first.
And then what? And then you would
then I could do it. Then I could play.
Did you play sports?
Yeah, I played sports in the neighborhood. We had the cradle in the corner.
Yeah.
But I played basketball. We played football. I played football at EOM. Then I was in St. Monica's. So I didn't in higigh school. I really didn't get there. By the time I was there, I got a job.
Kind of
That's
school,
what happened.
Right?
I had a job since I was 14 years old.
You were going to high school that taught you trade and all that kind of shit too.
Yeah, and I was working as a busboy. I got a busboy job at like where was I at? The first job? No, it was dishwasher.
Okay.
It ain't even there no more. It was Rosalina's on Passyunk Avenue. I was a dishwasher. $5 an hour. I was like 13, 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not how old are you?
I'm 33.
Yeah, you ain't that old.
Nah, I still got time. I'm starting to get the grades from the business.
All right. So when you were now you're going, you go to PET, you graduate, you get an electrician job.
Well, I mean the high school there was a lot more. Like there was some red flags. That was about the time, like right going into high school, 8th grade, 9th grade was when I started.
That's what I was about to
dabbling, like drinking and drugging.
What were you doing? You started out drinking.
Yeah, drinking 40s in the park.
Right to doing fucking like
no. It wasn't like everyone knows heroin and crack was never a good idea. You know what I mean? No one aspires to be a
That's where your story gets good though. Believe it or not, like there's a lot of value in that part of your story, whether you know it or not. I know, because dude, even for me, sometimes it depends who I'm around. You get that first thought of like, I don't want to embarrass myself by saying, like say it ain't people like us.
Oh yeah, nah. It's hard.
People don't look normal at a motherfucker that said he smoked crack or something. You know what I
mean? Yeah. That's the nutty part, though. That's really where it ended up.
Yeah.
And it started for me. I was drinking 40s in the park with my boys, and then you end up smoking. And smoking.
Smoking weed? You're saying?
Yeah, smoking some weed, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Smoking cigarettes too.
Newports, and then it just goes from there. Getting the Lucy's, 35-cent Lucy's, this that. But I went to BET.
It took a left on you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely took a left on me. And I actually got kicked out of PET. They let me go back.
Really?
Yeah, that was another thing. And I went to Furnace for a while, and Furnace was nuts. It was crazy. You would see 1,000 kids roll into the school at 7 a.m. and then by 9 it was empty.
Yeah.
The halls were empty. Everyone would be coming in through the gates and the metal detectors,
right
and then right out of the fire
right
exit.
down the street from
Yeah, I barely was there. And then I got lucky. I told PT, got back in there, and then I did that. But then
I call that second and third.
Second and third. Yeah,
you know
yeah. It starts to switch. Old Second Street, new Second Street. I went there, and yeah, high school was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was fun then.
Yeah.
Drinking, doing a little.
Of course, yeah.
Little stuff. The pills start to come into play, and then it takes you. You know what I mean? It wasn't always like that. I got in the union. I was.
So what age did it start to like go? Like you were like something, right?
I think.
What were you doing, and what age did you go? This might be a problem. Like, so what was the hard drug the first hard drug you start doing as far as
hard drug? Probably like perks, P5s, P10s, but that was only like weekend stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I was in the union. We're doing blow, a lot of that
cocaine. We're drinking. Don't know you do blow.
Like everyone else kind of realized I might have had a problem, but me. I think I'm always the last one. Like I'm drinking every night. I'm 21 years old.
Yeah.
I'm at the bar every night. I'm bartending Monday and every other Saturday. I'm like a second or third year apprentice at the time. And, a lot of times I'm coming in to work. I was working up at UPenn and my foreman's like, "Are you in the close from last night?" Yeah, I'm 21. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah. That's where the mindset is.
Yeah, there ain't nothing normal about snorting a fucking 8-ball or whatever.
No, there ain't nothing normal about that.
Nah.
Yeah, but
you can't just tell your neighbor that. Like, I was up, come back from snorting 8-ball last night, buddy. All right, have a good day. All right.
And now I'm wiring a dorm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I said, "Yo, you in the clothes from last night?"
Yeah, no, it's fine. I got the stamp from the club.
Yeah, Damn.
And
but you had fun. It was fun for a little bit.
It was fun for a little bit until it wasn't. I remember the first time I realized that like I had some like physical addiction. I guess you think it's physical at the time.
Yeah.
I was on vacation, and this one I knew I had something wrong with me. Looking back on it, like so I was on vacation and I'm drinking and I'm doing pills all week. I think it was rock cassettes or 30s by that time. And for a week straight, I'm on vacation. So I go back to work. Now I had just been doing, we called them Jones every day, the perk 30s. And I'm sick as a dog on a Monday at work. And I had work later that night and I call my buddy T and I'm like, "Yo, I feel like dog shit." And T goes, "Oh, you're I think," he's like, "I think you're sick." He's like, "Grab me a WAP and grab one for you. You'll be better. Take the WAP." I took the WAP. I felt better. My mindset goes, I'll just take one of these every day. And that's it. And if I want to feel good, I take two.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, that ain't the right mind. A normal person be like, "Yo, this is an issue," you know? But that's how I went. I was probably like 22. And then I'm doing them every day. And a WAP. That was another nickname, John or a WAP, but that was like a close knit. It was like me, T.
Do you know what a WAP? They say a WAP means. I got pissed off at a dude.
I'm talking about a 30.
No, but I'm saying, but do you know what WAP means?
Yeah, I know, without papers.
Yeah, that's It
was a slang. It started with the Italians.
That, whatever, man. Fuck you,
they would
buddy.
Be day laborers. You know how Dago started?
What?
You got paid as the day goes, and then when the Italians first came here, they'd be sitting outside trying to get work for a day.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a slang.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I went to a school with all Italian kids growing up. So I didn't even know that was like a derogatory statement to Italian subs in high school. And
I thought it was like
kids from other places.
He go, they go. Hey, they go. Hey.
Yeah, I went to high school and the kids from Second Street were like, "Oh, you they go." I'm like, "What's that mean?" He's talking shit, he's breaking your balls.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah, that's another story.
That's another story. I got stories for days.
What all right, so you're on vacation. You realize you got this.
No, I just when I came back, I had work. And I had work later at the restaurant.
Yeah, but
I was still working it too.
You're sick. You get one. You get two.
I get one, two, and I'm fine.
Not to be sick.
Yeah.
Now, where does it get turned into an issue? Because that costs money. Listen, it's expensive.
So when I knew I start getting incarcerated, I got DUI. I'm getting in trouble with possession charges. This, that. Like you start getting locked up. That's really what a problem. And then everyone else, your bank accounts start to get smaller. You start crashing cars. I flipped the car on 9th and Pierce. I don't even know how you do that.
Really?
A Honda Civic went like this. You know that common denominator? Xanax.
Xanax?
Yeah, because I don't know how it happened.
With perks?
I just saw pictures. Yeah.
What, Percocets?
Xanax to calm the denominator. That's how
that'll
you flip
make
a car.
that'll make you nod out.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
It makes you tired, like you take a nap while you're driving. You do really incredible, great ideas.
I don't know. I had night work is the last thing I remember, and the guy didn't have perks, and I got Xanax.
Oh,
and I was like, maybe this will help. Boom.
really?
Then it did.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, it was a bad move.
I love
decision making sucks.
Yo,
but then,
listen,
I knew I had a real issue when my mummers club told me I had a problem with drugs and alcohol. You know, these guys, we drink at christenings, weddings, funerals. It's Sunday afternoon at 9 or in the morning. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Any party revolves around drinking, and your mummers club was captain of it.
What they were like, Sam, I think you need to get help.
Oh, they had a whole meeting. I was the last one to find out. There was 20 of them in there, and they're like,
his mummers club had an intervention for him.
Yeah. Well, that's when you know you got an issue with drugs
Did they
and
have
alcohol.
the dresses on?
Nah, no dresses, no makeup. They were just like, yeah, you need to go away.
Because I know the mummers are fucking sick. They would let you march and then send you to rehab. They would all been in there like
they got me out of there. I had to name an acting captain, all that. It's fun.
I fucking dude. When I moved down to South Philly 17 years ago.
You never seen it?
Listen, I walk the fuck out. I go down. I'm going to Target. I think it was Target or ShopRite down on down there Front Street. And there's people with music playing and fucking running around sticks. They have normal clothes on though. I looked. I went back to the fucking house. I said, "Bro,
there's something going on." Yeah,
and they said it's the mummers. I was so fucked up on drugs and lived so fucked up my whole life. This is seriously like clueless in North Philly and Kensington. That bro, I thought they're like you know the mummers. I'm like, what? They're like the New Year's. I'm like, what were the Macy's Day Balloons? That's fucking thing. I have no fucking bro. I had no clue. I didn't know the mummers were in Philly, dude. I had no clue about it.
One of my favorite days of the year, besides like Christmas Eve, is definitely my favorite.
Yeah. What you're still in the mummers?
Yeah, this year we actually started a new group. I'm in the South Philly Strutters, and it's different though. I have a different point of view of going in. I bring my daughters out there marching with us. I was with the Mad Hatters. That was the club I was talking about.
Shout out Mad Hatters and
shout out the Mad Hatters. Shout out South Philly Strutters.
Yeah, there you go.
We're actually our clubhouses are on the same street.
Okay.
So everything it's different view. I bring my girls out. I show them the tradition. We have fun. All family members. And if
ain't nobody knows, it's all
good thing. All good people, and it's a great time. It's a tradition. It's over 100 years old,
and there's a lot of people that are sober.
And I'm doing it sober.
Yeah,
you know,
the 12 steppers they got. That shout out to the 12 steppers. I know that, like
Ralphie and them.
And Scars. They right.
Well, I think he might be coming out with the Strutters
That's what I'm saying. So there is that's Anthony Grasso. Yeah, so shout out to Anthony Grasso. The thing is though is that like
we're shouting out everybody.
Yeah, well, there's a lot.
That's what you got to do.
There's a lot of people out here getting sober. You know what I mean? And so you're doing coke, right? You're doing 30s. You're getting kicked out. Your string band's telling you like, yo, you got a problem, dude. You got to go away. Now where does because I know your story now.
It's a lot in between that we're not going to get into, but. I mean, at that time, my club sends me away. I go to rehab. I get out. The union wants me to show up for a drug test. Now, when I was away, they get a short-term disability. I came out to a couple grand after rehab, and I got like 1 day sober, a couple grand in the bank account. I remember it's funny. My cousin went away at the same time, and he's one of my closest friends. But he was away at the time too, and I call him, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got like 3 grand. We're gonna get some stuff." He's like. No, he was on a different type of time. He's like, no, dude. It's like, they told me I need to go to a meeting. What are you talking about, Sam? And I was like, all right, yeah, me too. We'll go to a meeting. He ends up going to the meeting. We go together. My aunt picks him up. They go. And he stays over for some time. And as soon as I left that meeting with him, I was like, fuck this. And I got loaded again. But that's where the thing is. They wanted me to show up for a drug test. And that's how I ended up getting kicked out, not showing up for a drug test. I was like, dude, I'm going to be hit anyway. I ain't even going. And then I got kicked out of the local. And I started working for other companies and getting incarcerated. I got a DUI, possessions, all kinds of little minor stuff. Nothing crazy. I'm not like no career criminal type dude.
My career criminal don't look crazy.
It just looks like you're a drug addict.
Yeah, I was a good law-abiding citizen. I was though. I mean, for real. I got like stupid shit on my record that don't like terroristic threats, anything big deal, like fucking theft, narcotics. Yeah, I was like stupid shit though, but nothing like no gun charge, nothing for real. I'm being serious. That ain't that bad though.
No, I did get that though. That was like the last time I got incarcerated.
Me personally,
they hit me with the VUFA, so I'm a convicted felon.
Yeah, that's what
too.
I was gonna say.
And that was another shell factor.
The felony's a bad thing.
It's a bad look. But you know what? Even if you are a felon, you can change too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
so now
I haven't been arrested in almost 20 years.
Yeah, and I'm coming up on last time was 2015, so I don't know,
Yeah.
8, 9 years, something like that. And I still talk to my PO.
Do you?
Yeah, we're not gonna shout her out, but I still talk to her on a daily basis, and then I get some referrals through her to help other guys that are in that position that we were in get better and change. And most of my guys, maybe half of them, are from what do you say, like the Pennsylvania prison system.
As far as the PO switched and this and that, like I had a PO that tried to help me kind of, but the judge, what the judge did to me, I don't know if he did. He probably sentenced a million people that day.
Yeah.
But when he sentenced me and I wind up doing almost 2 years, that's
where it starts to change.
That's when it still didn't though.
It's probably one of the best things that happened to me was getting incarcerated. I'm so dumb. I got incarcerated by the same narcotic cop 3 times. And he told me after the first time that if you cross the side of Broad, I'm going to arrest you again.
Yeah, because he knew your car probably or whatever.
Dude, I was on foot by then. I couldn't afford a car. I had the last car I had, like during that time, I had a Camaro. It had 2 donuts on it. I don't even know how you get 2 donuts. I had to use the e-brake to stop. And this is facts.
Yeah,
it was terrible. So I was walking by then. I sold it for $300.
Where were you walking?
I called
you were walking down near
the junkyard to pick it up.
No, I'm saying you were walking always.
Walking from about 12th and Mifflin onto the other side of Broad.
5 blocks down, wherever.
Yeah. That's where I was going at that time. Then it ended up down 7th, but 7th's a fucking shithole.
So did you ever go? Like you've been in recovery houses? I know you said that you were in mine.
Yeah, that's where it started. I had to go to recovery houses. They made me like it was one of the stipulations from the PO to go to a recovery house, and that was even before. It was like 5 or 6 years that I was floating around recovery houses, getting a couple months sober, and messing up again. But my first someone told me, he's like, "Yo, bro, you ain't the shit." That's what some dude told me one time. I'm in a recovery house. I had like a week or 2 sober, and I was trying to go down the shore.
Who was that? Do you want to say?
His name was Anthony. He was a good dude. He still is a good guy. But he was the first one that sponsored me, and I actually got some sober time. I was, yeah. He was like, "You're 25 years old. You're a convicted felon. Yeah. You're on the top bunk of a sober house. You ain't the shit, bro. You ain't going down the shore. How about you write that 4-step?
Yeah,
and pay your rent.
Yeah, and pay your rent.
You got to pay the rent.
Yeah,
but that's what happened. I started to change. I got 6 months out of that.
They had an alright program, bro. To be honest with you,
that was a solid program.
I think so, dude. Because I mean, the dude was about his shit when he was about his shit. Like whatever the case happened, whatever. That's none of my business. He's his own man. But what I'm saying is, I know when they were doing what they were doing. I know who you're talking about now. Whether you want to say his whole name, don't matter. But I don't care.
Nah, he was the best. Yeah, he's a great guy. And
I think he
ran a style program, and I structured my program kind of off of yours and his. Yeah. And there's a few other guys that have the same stipulations. Like,
he's a funny dude.
Oh, he's a star.
But he was about it. He was about
very charismatic.
The big book of Alcoholics Anonymous.
And that's where the change comes for me.
I think that is the program. That is it. I know it is, but I'm saying, I mean, like just generally talking.
Oh, yeah, for me, that's my program.
You could go sit anywhere. We could be sitting here.
Exactly.
But if you're in recovery, like NA, whatever, like the book.
Whatever's making you a better person is what
The book is the program.
The book for me is my program.
Yes. Yeah. Because it helps you with how you think.
Yeah, I've used them 12 steps throughout my life.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
You did smoke crack?
Yeah, surprisingly, it is everything it says it is. Yeah. Like, it makes you a terrible person, but it's an awesome feeling.
What, crack?
Oh, yeah.
What, are you advertising for it, Sam?
No, I'm not advertising for it. I just don't want people to think like it,
Well, no.
Because once you do it's bad. I look like Pookie from New Jack City. I was so fucked up.
Want me to tell you one of the happiest times ever with my mother? For real, I'm being serious right now. On camera and all, you felt weird. I'm going to say so. I don't feel weird. I smoked crack with my mom for almost like 36 hours. And we sat there. Now, mind you, dude, that my family threw me out when I was 8 years old. People know this. I went to visit my mom and like her boyfriend at the time and all these people, they left. He's dead. He overdosed and died. Her boyfriend, God rest his soul. And, not God rest his soul. Really, I mean, and here goes resentment. Really, like the dude would tell my mom to go panhandle. So, like I seen on the Skinny or whatever, like he said, God don't like ugly. Hey, bro, listen,
no, you only can do,
so other people's destiny, though, is not me, though. You know what I'm saying? No. But what I am saying is, I don't wish death on nobody. But they all left, and my mom felt comfortable. My mom was like, she had not mentally where she was mentally crazy, but like she had mental issues, you know what I mean? And we sat there and we smoked, and I never bonded so much dude, we had a ball. We were laughing, and it was
Yo,
why
man,
we
it's
were
a hell of a
smoking,
drug.
why we were
But
smoking.
that's
crack
why I
cocaine.
can't do it. It's so nuts. It's so bad. Like it changes it from the inside out. And I'm grateful for that too, because without that experience, I don't even know if I'm sitting here today.
Yeah.
Because like my bottoms with the other stuff, like, you know, it's just different. But thank God for crack cocaine, because and the guy who kept the cop that kept arresting me, because I probably wouldn't be standing here
Thank
today.
God for crack cocaine.
Yeah,
So-
bro,
so
because
you're-
it brings you to that bottom fast.
So real
you
quick,
know?
because we're I don't want to because I know actually really after this though he has to go to work. Sammy Abbruzzese Electric. If you don't know, this guy stands on morals. I'm going to say it like that though because people need to know. I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to put his number up. I'm going to try to put a little advertisement thing on Facebook.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
And the reason why is though is because if you're using Sammy, it's going to be done right, dude. He's going to do your electric right. But so now you're messed up. You're smoking crack. You're doing whatever. And then where does it come a point where you're like, yo, I need help. I'm going to go away and I'm going to.
Well, I went through all that stuff in and out of the recovery house. You know, when I was in the recovery house, I met my wife. She's not one of us.
Yeah.
She's a normal person.
Shout out to Sarah again.
Yeah, shout out to her for dealing with my shit. But I meet her and I was sober, and things kick off. And then my daughter was born, and that was a big game changer for me.
You're getting emotional.
Yeah,
it's all right.
And that was that. And but right before she was born, I slipped up again.
So at
and
that
I started
time, though,
smoking.
Listen, your daughter, when she's about to have your daughter, though. So at that point, how are you feeling inside? Because this is,
I was scared to death. I never,
scared.
you know what I mean? Well, I was just out of a recovery house again. I don't know. I got 6 months sober. I'm about to become a dad. I'm like scared to death.
Scared.
But you know what? That's another thing because I can relate it because I ended up, she left. That was the best thing that happened was she left, she took the kids, said, yo, you need to change. And that's how I ended up in the detox. They gave me 4 days because I had used up all my shit.
Yeah.
And they gave me I was on Ridge Avenue with a token and picking up cigarette butts. And then I went to Weekenders and I saw you and got in the house. But that's that story. And I started changing.
Since then?
Been sober since then. And it's insane. So it was a big change with that because I wanted to be a dad and I wanted to be a good dad.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, you are today, brother.
And now I would wake up, I would pray. That's what they told me to do, and start help me throughout the day, get me another day sober. I would go to work. In between, I would go up to the Northeast, see my daughter for like an hour. I'd hit my meeting. I'd come back home to the recovery house, do the stupid chore, hit my knees again, and that's what I fucking did. And you know what? It's nuts. 4 years later, that's still what I do today.
Yeah.
And I was about 2 years sober, and Sarah got pregnant again. And this is with a foundation and a God in my life, and a change. And it was, I talked about it with T and a couple other guys in the rooms. Mm-hmm. It was totally different having my second daughter with a clear mind and a higher power in my life. I was excited. I'm decorating the room. We got this ready, that ready. And it was a different.
You were prepared.
Yeah, I wasn't afraid.
Yeah, you weren't afraid.
And that was a beautiful thing, man. And now, dude, I'm coaching T-ball. That's fucking fun.
Yeah.
And, it's funny, man. Shout out to 5-year-old girls because they're a lot smarter than boys. It's so funny, man. I'll tell them, like, yo, first base is here. The little boys looking at you like, huh? They're, like, grabbing rocks. This little girls, like, they're tagging second base, pulling double plays. No, I swear to God, they're light years ahead of us women. I don't know why. Yeah. But at least when they're 5 years old.
Yeah.
But not my daughter. That's my daughter don't listen to me, but she'll listen to the other coach. I think it's something.
Yeah, so he got to tell her.
Yeah, my cousin, like, he's the other coach, and she'll do what Ryan says, but with me, she gives me a little hard time. She's a play. She plays me.
You know what I think's funny, though?
Great. But it's awesome.
It's crazy, even when I hear people speak, and, like, I like, people get, like, they go, we talk about the funny parts, like school, this, that, and then it gets to a serious part in the whole story.
Yeah.
And then it gets emotional. And then people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got.
Yeah, man.
And the thing is, though, because we're going to be ending in a minute, is this, dude, is that, people can change. The guy smoked crack. He went to school. The shit was hindering everything, every dream, any plan he had. He gets sober, and, so now his mindset from being on drugs, he goes to a recovery house. He goes back with his family. He starts to change his life around. His wife is pregnant. And then everything goes to change. He starts his own company. He has another kid. He's prepared for other kid. He's coaching T-ball. Like, dude, we can change. So people out there, if you're messed up.
Yeah, man, there's
hope.
What
I'm saying? Yeah, there's hope out here, dude.
It's a blessing, man. I couldn't think of the things
like
I've
we're
been
not
doing
doomed
today.
Because of the actions
dude,
we took yesterday.
I'm a dance dad. I take her over to the dancing school.
It's getting crazy now, Sam.
I know.
Yeah, you're active,
Birthday
brother.
parties my life's full, man. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. You know, you've been around.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do things. We're friends.
Yeah.
We have events together. I think you're what? I don't know how old birthday was. A couple of your birthdays, and we went out with the
40,
wives.
my 40,
Dude,
I turned 40. I'm 40 years old, so everybody knows. Don't let the grace fool you. I'm not 80. I know I look
He's only
fucked up
40.
and ugly. No, I'm just, nah, I look fucking phenomenal. I feel phenomenal.
Nah,
though.
dude,
See,
when I found out that you were 40, I was like, no, I
Yeah,
thought you were like, not that 33 and 40 is far apart, but I wouldn't take it for 40.
if
You
I
look good.
cared, I would dye my beard. I would look like I was 30.
Yo, I did that one time.
What, dyed your beard?
Yeah. Because I don't really grow a beard, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I grow it out, and I got grays in all my beard. Way worse than that.
Yeah, so what you do? You dyed it?
Wait, I dye it.
Yeah.
And I end up, my daughter has another birthday party, like a 3-year-old, and I put too much of it on.
Yeah.
Right? So now it's on my thing. And my wife had to do something. I forget what she had to do. So I had to take my daughter's, and she's like, I come down from this doing it. And she's like, yo, it's all over your face. It's darker than yours. And I got light hair.
Yeah,
it was on my fucking skin. Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going. Like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
My kids are going to have fun. My cousins were definitely looking at me. No one even said nothing, but like, they definitely noticed. So, yeah, you were right. I definitely dyed my beard at that party. Yeah, but I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even care. It's about the kids and making them have a good time. It was hysterical. Yeah, forget dyeing a beard. That's a tough paper route.
Yeah.
But nah, man, life's good.
I would throw shit on my
Life
face.
is
Dude,
good.
if I had to stay sober, they told me I would throw shit on my face.
That's what my life's about. Teaching people, the guys that work for me,
Yeah.
the young guys. I had another young guy. He just got into the local. He was with me for 2 years, and he's doing his thing, doing side work, helping people in recovery, in life, and anything that you can, man. You can't be rooting against people in life. You got to be rooting for them. God don't like ugly.
Yeah.
And that's true. My mother used to always say that. God don't like ugly.
Yeah, God, and God forgives too, though. People make mistakes and do dumb shit, but hey, look, you got to learn from your mistakes, though. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that guy that's going around saying sorry to everybody all the time because you're doing dumb ass shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, you definitely don't want that.
But I mean, dude, I think this. I think well, for one, and with the recovery houses though, right now, right? Yeah. So it's the recovery house.
The recovery house, South Philadelphia.
Now, with that though, you got guys in there. They all got more than 6 months. So they're all doing good. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're doing something right when you got people in your house.
I had another guy that left. He got a job in Texas with over a year sober, and he's doing well out there doing some type of computer engineering. I don't know what that is. I don't do that. I do electric. So he's got that. I had another guy who was going through a divorce, and he went to a rehab, and now he's got over a year sober. He bought a house in Abington. They're doing this thing, and the recovery's out there, and there's people to reach out to. It's tough, man.
Well, the thing
that's you can do it.
Right now, I'm just
saying, got
if anybody
8 houses or something like that. You got a couple houses. You help a lot of people.
Yeah, I got 11.
11.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, 11 recovery houses. Yeah.
80 people at a time.
Don't work. I mean, since you're asking, higher time movement,
evolutionary recovery.
Evolutionary recovery. But now, I got we just landed out. We're out in Delco.
That's awesome.
Filled the house in a week.
Wow.
They love us out there already. The people, you know what I mean.
And you guys have male and female houses. See, like mine's a little different.
Yeah.
But I can't handle that. Like I got other stuff.
Yeah.
I can't.
No,
you had the time because that's what you do.
I got a lot
on a daily basis.
A lot of people are helping me though.
That's an awesome thing, and that's what we're about, man.
Yeah.
Just helping people from where me and you were.
Yeah.
And with the mental fuck up of addiction and going through the struggles and getting where you are today, that people can do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're in Delco, we're in West Philly, we're in South Philly. We got 3 female houses, and then the rest all male. Close to 90 beds. And dude, I won't settle for less though. Like you. Even though you got 2 and you're busy, you got your electric company. This and that. I completely left the local 57 heavy highway laborers union to dedicate my whole entire life to doing this. So, I've been scrutinized.
Yeah, you do it 24 hours a day.
Listen, yeah, I'll get up out of bed in the middle of the night, 3 a.m, and go to my house if there's a problem. So the problem is that
people don't do that, Rob. You know that.
Well, listen,
you got it. That's why your
problem.
program's excelling because you're hands on. You're in there. You're trying to be intimate with them.
And just like this podcast, though, the same exact way is this, bro. It's for people though. Like that's the ticket. Like that you're doing it. Even like people that are doing good in it, they go to their houses. They make sure that they're going to meetings. They have structure, bro.
Yeah,
like a foundation, and it's for the people. You're like, whatever. If people are like, yeah, but you're making, but dude, listen, I didn't say I wasn't making money, and yeah, I am, but I'm not saying I'm making the world because I have a lot of people that I got that help me, that I help out. Yeah. So the thing is the quality has to be there. The structure has to be there.
You need that.
Everything has
That's
to be
the
there.
most important
If I
thing.
break even, you know, and it ain't no secret. People know, though. I did get a lawsuit. I got money in the bank, so it don't matter if I make money from it. So I am blessed in that aspect. You know what I mean? Expansion is no big deal. I actually, just a real quick too, we just opened in Delco in 2 to 2.5 months. We'll have another. We're opening another house already in Delco,
bless. And good
then
luck with
in
that.
6 months we'll have 3. We'll have another 40 beds added onto our census. So, but I won't open that third one if everything ain't
the
properly
foundation
right.
ain't there, and you ain't got the players helping you do it.
It has to be,
because you have to have it. Like you're right about that, and you do that well, and you're expanding it. But this is your whole life. Your whole life's recovery and helping people.
And the funny thing is, I was on the phone.
Yeah, wait. I just got to ask you.
Go ahead, bro. Shoot.
How'd you get the nickname Angry Rob, though? I got to know.
Because I was a miserable son of a bitch, bro. That's why. I would come.
You know what? I want to make a. I'm gonna make a group conscience and put it up to vote that we change your nickname at the home group to like Happy Rob.
They did.
We did. I missed it.
Ralphie Scalise already did that. He changed it to Happy Rob and Grateful Rob.
Happy Rob and Grateful Rob. We can't call him Angry Rob no more.
Butchie,
formerly known as Angry Rob. Grateful Rob, helping a lot. Butchie's the main too. All good, solid dudes.
They changed it around, but I was a miserable dude, bro. I would argue. Like, I was like that person in a meeting that would disrupt the whole meeting. Like, people are like, this asshole, what's he doing? And Big Tracy, I ain't going to say his whole name, but Big Tracy was like, he said, I'll be honest with you, he loves me, bro. Yeah. He's a great guy. Yeah. But he was like,
yeah, we're blessed with a lot of old heads that were good people.
He said, we didn't think you were going to make it. Now, they didn't hope I didn't make it. They wanted me to make it, but the way I was acting, dude,
they didn't think you were.
Yeah, they were like, this kid, he's going to wind up going. But, you know, and I didn't, though, because I start listening to them kind of people. So,
and hitting up the retreats with them. Yo, funny story. I think one of the second or third times I ever got loaded and smoked, and we're talking about Big Ralph, right?
He tried to whisper.
He was like, I know, on camera. So, wait, I grew up with his son. Ralphie, and he was on an AA retreat, and Ralphie was supposed to be watching that dog at the house. So, like, one of my first times smoking weed was in Ralphie's house, and now today, he's got 30 years sober, almost helps a ton of people. But like, and I go on the retreats with him, and I'm sober, so I thought that was a funny thing. He's known me since I was a kid. He saw me go through the struggles, and he helped me, and always had his hand out when things got better.
I could tell you this, Sam.
Dude, we got a solid group of guys, though.
I could tell you this, that
we got lucky.
Life is like a roller coaster, they told me, and it ain't nothing but true. You know, you get your highs and lows in life and this and that. The only thing we don't do is, you know, step one. I'm a step one type of guy, too, because I learned from a step one type of guy, is that no matter what, we don't pick up for nothing, dude. You know,
nothing justifies the drink.
Yeah. And
they drilled that into us.
And I know that, you know, I know that being sober, everything I had, I got rid of to do what I was doing because I had no guidance. I was misled by the misled. And everything I ever wanted to stop me from getting in the fight. Once I put, you know, you put down one thing, you get everything. You do one thing, you lose everything.
100%.
Everything changed, and it wasn't to my doing, though.
No.
So, like, it was like more of like it was just going to happen the way it's going to happen, as long as I'm there and I'm moving my feet,
no matter what.
Place. So, but I still buck against it. I'm like a horse, dude. I buck. You know what
I mean? Oh yeah, it's the highs and the lows. Like life ain't perfect because I got sober. By no means, I still have the normal. You know, you get financial worries, you get this worries, you get that. Things come up, hiccups are in the road, but we don't pick up, we don't drink, we hit the pillow sober and get another day.
Yeah,
and that shit you can work out. But we put any of that stuff. And disclaimer: crack is bad. I know I said it was great, but I know I can't drink it. I mean, I can't smoke it. I'm getting nervous again. But like, I wasn't saying that. It can change. And life can change, man. Life's beautiful, man. I can't do the things I can if I wasn't sober.
Yeah.
And that's for drug addicts and alcoholics like us, man. And I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be able to have this opportunity with you. And maybe we can help a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Just help people.
I mean, dude, honestly, that's what I was trying to say to you.
Because you got to be better.
Well, I was trying to say, you know, that, yes, we were on the phone, dude, and you were talking about your house. Anyway, you know, the recovery house, what I'm saying is this, though, is I said, I'll help you in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already even said, and like, some of the things that you incorporated is from you know, my recovery program, which is fine. I don't care. I mean, because it's for the people, you know, but the thing is, though, is, you know, evolution of recovery is here for your, you know, the recovery house. Like what I'm saying is, I want
have to be this way.
I'll help anybody, Sam. You know what I mean?
No matter what.
Only if they're doing the right thing, like you're doing. So, and the message is to people. I would take it, I guess, like for what I'm hearing is, anybody could change, bro. You just got to put dedication in it and put the drug and drink down, and your life can change around.
Absolutely.
What
and
I do want to ask you,
a higher power, bro.
what do you want to say to the people before we end? Because it's important to me, and I want I know you want.
No, I'm just saying, if you're struggling, if you're out there, if you're suffering from addiction and alcoholism, that you can change. You're not a piece of shit. You're worth it. You got to get around some people that care and that want to help you. I'd go to an NAAA. What do they say? Go NAAA, CA, as long as it ain't K&A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And try to do something. There's hope. And, you're looking at it right here.
Yeah.
You know?
People better stop with that fucking K&A shit for real, though.
I got these two are Kenzo guys.
Yeah, well, hey, listen.
But they still have all their teeth.
I was fast at running, dude, because like when a problem would happen, I'd be like, "Pooh, fuck that!" Like I didn't want to lose my chicklets. You know what I mean? I was like more of the scared type, like really fragile, like I was like a pigeon with a broken arm my whole life. You know what I mean? Like I just like fucking didn't know what I was like. I'm talking shit right now, but anyway, I do have my teeth. There's 4 missing in the back though. They're called wisdom ones, but I thought they were wisdom. Because I got so much fucking.
That's why you wanted to keep them.
And I'm dumb as now. No, I'm only kidding. No, I like talking shit on myself though, because I don't care. Because I'll grind myself up, bro. You know what I mean? So like, how like Eminem gets.
I'm like that.
Buries himself. That's how I am, bro.
In recovery, I've gotten to that point. Like I really don't care.
I actually did though. I was the guy that did care though.
Me too. Me too. My whole life.
Like about everything.
I don't care.
Why are these people saying and this and that and that? And I almost throw myself nuts like being like that. And it took something that happened in the last year of my life to fucking kind of make me realize
none of that matters.
None of it matters. You know what? I'm going to keep the blinders on like this.
The people
I'm gonna go for what I'm getting.
The people in your family, like they're the people that matter to you. You know what I mean? And with their opinion of you.
Yes.
Like, here's my wife. Shout out to
her. But I mean, I know this now today that
she knows.
If you allow people to mess with you, they're going to mess with you. Shit like that. But
we might get roasted just for having these conversations right now. I'm waiting.
I want to get roasted. Anybody wants to roast away, please do. Turn it, like rotate it a little bit. Let me get burned up a little. But listen, I'm glad that you came out. I'm glad that everybody that's subscribed so far do subscribe. If you haven't
absolutely come check out my boy Rob. He's the main.
Hit the subscribe button.
Evolution and Recovery.
Hit the bell notification so every time we put one of these up, in the next week or two, we're gonna have Snuff from the Skinny on here.
That's my guy, Joe.
He's going to be on the show. He's my boy. He's a very good dude. I'm going to have him on here, and we're going to have my buddy at the barbershop. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to actually be at the barbershop.
We have scars on it.
Yeah, I want to have Clean Cuts Barbershop. I'm going to be in his barbershop. Phenomenal guy too in recovery. But please, dude, spread the word. Please, if you can, spread the word. Sammy Abbruzzese Electric. Recovery
Give
house.
Give us a call, services and service calls.
Yeah, the Recovery House. And
if you need, if you're struggling, hit us up.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. And what he said.